the leaders of Wiper Democratic Movement Party of Kenya, Kenya African National Union, Kanu, Amani National Congress, and Ford Kenya. The parties are represented by Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, the party leader of Wiper, Senator Gideon Moi, chairman of Kanu, Musalia Mudavadi, the party leader of ANC, and yours truly, the party leader Ford Kenya. We are also accompanied by our brother, the governor of Kajiado, Governor Joseph Ole Lenku. We have in our midst also the immediate former governor of Nairobi, Babayao. Kiambu, sorry, Babayao. Before I read the formal statement, allow me to introduce to you our new kids on the block who brought us together in the just ended heroic by-elections that our respective parties were able to bring home victory to this emerging coalition. We have Mama Agnes Kavindu Mudhama, the new senator for Machakos County. She was sworn in early this week. She made her maiden speech yesterday. We have Honorable Peter Oscar Nablindo, the new MP for Matungu, who has already been sworn in and taken up his duties. We have Joseph Wekesa Majimbo Kalasinga, the new MP for Kabuchai. He's also been sworn in and taken his duties. We are also accompanied by various officials of our respective parties, and when the leaders speak, they'll have an opportunity to cite the presence of one or two from each respective parties. Here is our written statement. Fellow Kenyans, we convene here to thank you for the confidence you bestowed on us by electing candidates of our alliance in Matungu, ANC candidate Peter Oscar Nablindo, Kabuchai's Ford Kenya, Majimbo Joseph Kalasinga, and Machakos Wiper's candidate Senator Agnes Kavindu Mudhama, as well as Makueni Wiper's in Kitise Kithuki Ward, Sebastian Muli, who is not here with us today. We appreciate in a very special way the role of Kanu and specifically its party chairman, Senator Gideon Moi, for his unrelenting support in all the three by-elections, despite the fact that Kanu did not field a candidate in any of them. In equal measure, we extend our profound gratitude to Jubilee Party for their support. In this regard, we shall reciprocate the same gesture in the forthcoming by-elections. Fellow Kenyans, we are delighted that the election of Senator Kavindu has elevated the Senate of the Republic of Kenya to achieve the 2/3 gender parity rule required under our Constitution. Therefore, we are proud that Senator Kavindu is a product of this alliance, which strongly believes in supporting and strengthening women participation in election politics and in governance in our country. This victory strengthened our resolve to support His Excellency the President in uniting the country, as we also seek to share our joint vision with the rest of the country. The just concluded by-elections in various parts of the country and the victory which we celebrate here today is a clear indication that the country is keen on a new transformational agenda that not only unites this country but also creates greater inclusivity. Today, we mark the beginning of a journey with a clear purpose to unite this country through a transformative agenda that seeks to create equal opportunities for all Kenyans. This alliance is a breath of fresh air from the toxic and divisive politics this country has witnessed in the recent past. Going forward, BBI is the agenda that this alliance would wish to keenly focus on by persuading Kenyans to fully support in order to unite our country and ensure that everyone benefits from the dividends of devolution. This alliance strongly condemns the ousting of Senator Cleophas Malala of Kakamega as the deputy minority leader in the Senate by a section of members without any consultation, a matter that should have been properly canvassed. These side shows will not derail our focus as the alliance, and therefore we encourage Senator Malala and other members of this alliance to remain solid, steadfast, focused and committed to the ideals of the alliance. Today, therefore, marks the beginning of our resolve to traverse the entire country and reach out to all Kenyans with the aim of rolling out our vision for a united and secure nation where every Kenyan has an equal opportunity to prosper. Of course, we say so knowing and being conscious of the ravaging COVID-19 pandemic to our country, and our traverse and crossing of the country will be done once the country is fully opened up by the government. The alliance therefore extends our condolences to families and friends who have lost their loved ones to COVID-19 pandemic, and urge Kenyans to observe the protocol set out by the government and to adhere to all the directions, including but not limited to availing yourselves for vaccination where it's possible, and urge the government to move quickly to roll out the vaccine to be accessed by each and every Kenyan that is willing to have it. Lastly, I want, as leader of Ford Kenya, to just introduce to you those accompanying me from the party before I give an opportunity to one of my colleagues, and then we move on and finish. I'm accompanied by Dr. Chris Wamalwa, a Member of Parliament for Kiminini. I'm accompanied by our Secretary General, Mama Millicent Abudho from Kisumu County. I'm accompanied by Honorable Nasir Sahal, our National Treasurer and Member of Parliament. I'm accompanied by Charles Gimose, Member of Parliament for Hamisi and member of the party. I'm accompanied by several members of our NEC. I'm accompanied by Honorable Richard Onyonga. We came in with him, I don't see here, who is the deputy party leader of the party. And those I haven't mentioned is not because you are any less important. We appreciate your being here. Lastly, fellow Kenyans, this team coming together does not foreclose anything in terms of building a strong, super focused alliance, One Kenya Alliance. We want to tell Kenyans that our doors are wide open. All Kenyans of goodwill, all leaders who will embrace the philosophy of bringing our country together, of exercising toxic politics, politics of abuse, merchandising politics, must come together and reclaim our country from the hands of profiteers and auctioneers. This country belongs to all of us, and this country must be built and protected by all of us. That is why the One Kenya Alliance comes together, and we invite anybody and everybody who wants a united Kenya to come on board. Allow me now to invite Honorable Gideon Moi, the National Chairman of Kanu, and who is a key pillar in this alliance, to also address you.
Thank you very much. Our colleague, Senator who are here, the senators who are here, sorry, my colleagues. I'd just like to say this. First and foremost is to congratulate the three candidates who did us proud, who did the country proud. They did what those skeptics thought that we could not or they could not do. And we thank the Lord, we put the Lord ahead in the victory that they got, and they've shown that the march is unstoppable now. I would just likewise to say the members who've accompanied us and who are here. We've got Mheshimiwa William Kamket, Mheshimiwa Gladwell Tunga, Senator Abshiro Halaki, Mheshimiwa Abdi Karim, Mheshimiwa Silas Tiren, Mheshimiwa Jagwa of Starehe, and the Speaker of West Pokot, and Mheshimiwa Hire of Lagdera. My last comment is to say that the reciprocation we are going to give Jubilee is in return of what they've done to us. We've got candidates in different by-elections, which we've all agreed that as one alliance we are going to pull them out in order to give the Jubilee party a head start and a sure win in those by-elections, because Jubilee is part of the One Kenya Alliance. Kanu's got Mr. Ogare, who is with us, of Bochari, and he is stepping down to favor the Jubilee candidate. So for me, with those few remarks, I'd like to thank the members of the Fourth Estate for being here and for covering this function. Be ready, as Senator Weta said, that once the COVID rules have been removed, then when we are traversing the country, please join us in that journey. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Senator Gideon Moi. I should have mentioned that this statement that will be circulated is signed by Honorable Kalonzo Musyoka, Honorable Musalia Mudavadi, Senator Gideon Moi, and yours truly here. I now invite my brother Musalia Mudavadi, leader of ANC party, to come and address you.
Asante sana. Let me also at the very outset acknowledge the following: Senator Malala, who is here, Senator for Kakamega, Senator Petronila Were of ANC as well, Honorable Titus Kamala, Honorable Kasim Tandaza, asante sana, Honorable Beatrice Adagala, Oscar Nabulindo, Mheshimiwa, and indeed there are so many other members. Please understand, mambo ya barakoa siku hizi inaficha sura ya mtu, nyuso za watu, kwa hivyo mtusamehe. But we are all here, and I just want to reiterate that as ANC we fully associate ourselves with the statements that has been read by Senator Moses Wetangula. We want Kenyans to have hope. We want Kenyans to see hope. during these times of the COVID pandemic, during these times of hard economic times, it is important that we rally together as Kenyans so that going into the future, we can together work hand in hand, collectively, to deal with the challenges that we face, the economic hardships that are hurting all of us, the inflationary levels. All these require a unity of purpose. And it is for this reason that we are taking these initial steps to bring the country together under the umbrella of One Kenya Alliance, so that we can have a common objective, develop issues of solutions together. So we stand here to tell Kenyans that if you thought there was no alternative, please start putting in your minds that there is an alternative of hope in this country. Finally, people would wonder, why would I stand here and not make a comment about Senator Malala? I just want to reiterate that we stand with Senator Malala. And in politics, these are some of the sacrifices that are made to underpin the need for justice, for freedom, for democracy. So Senator Malala is not alone. He's not alone. There are many Kenyans who stand with him. And this is not about tokenism. We must move away from politics of blackmail. What we are seeing in the event of Malala, or what we saw with Wetangula many months ago, was somebody trying to blackmail Kenyans. This will not work. Let us be prepared as a Kenyan people to compete. Mimi sikujua kwamba kumbe matungu ilikuwa kama kahawa tungu kwa wengine. But here we are now, moving forward. Malala is with us firmly in his position as Senate to serve the people of Kakamega and to stand for the democratic rights of the people of Kenya. God bless you all, and I'm sure if we pull together, we can make that difference. We can offer the hope that Kenyans require. Asanteni sana.
Now, before I invite my brother Kalonzo Musyoka as our last speaker today, allow me to invite Governor Joseph Olelenku of Kajiado County, who has joined us here today and who is part and parcel of this exciting new baby One Kenya Alliance, as we move forward to have a minute to greet Kenyans.
Thank you very much, Honorable Senator Wetangula. I want to take this opportunity also to recognize the principals of Wiper Party, Kanu, ANC, and Ford Kenya, who invited me to be a part of this moment. A special opportunity for the reflections of the favor God gave to this team in the various elections in Kabuchai, Matungu, and Machakos, that we think are very important building blocks going forward for the unity of this country. As the governor of Kajiado and the mass spokesperson, and also a regional leader for the BBI in the South Rift, I'm very happy that the conversation that the President began about uniting the country is gradually coming to pass. What we are witnessing today is a moment where the Kenyans are coming together to appreciate that our country requires cohesion more than ever before for us to build one nation, Kenya. And so I want also to say that I'm grateful that my party Jubilee is being recognized as an integral part of this conversation, and even more important, the recognition of the need for reciprocity in the coming by-elections, that where we are fielding candidates as a Jubilee, the principals here have accepted in principle to withdraw there, so that what we have done as a party they also do for us. And so I want to urge Kenyans that the conversation of building bridges, coming together, building one nation, creating equal opportunities for all is what I stand for. Asanteni sana and have a good morning.
I now invite the leader of Wiper Democratic Movement Party, our brother Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, to speak.
Naona sanitizing has been very good for the avoidance of doubt, so they don't say tuliongea tukiwa masked, because this is momentous. So I want really to be fully myself. And if you allow me, I'll give you a joke about this barakoa at the end, because watoto wanaokuwa sasa hivi hawajui, I think I better give it straight away. They'll grow up thinking 10 years down the line that wearing a barakoa is part of underwear. Hata hivyo tunashukuru Mwenyezi Mungu kwa siku ya leo. Naomba tu ni akariri yale ambayo yamesomwa na ndugu Eta na yakawekewa ushindi nguvu sana na ndugu Gideon Moi na ndugu ma-DVD. We are very easy with each other, and when you are building a great alliance, you can be forgiven for even going the extra mile and build not just political relationships, but truly brotherly and sisterly relationships. It was not contained in our statement, but I must make it clear, because brothers here have been consulting, that our statement should include unreservedly our congratulations to the new President of the United Republic of Tanzania, Mama Samia Suluhu. You know, us in Wiper believe on a 50-50 leadership positioning for gender. And so no wonder that it befell us through Senator Agnes Kabindu Mudhama that we are the ones who accomplished what David Maraga in retirement still looks forward to. And so kabla niendelee, pia niwatambue viongozi ambao kwa sababu ya COVID hatungekuja wengi, lakini tuko na ndugu Ambassador Chirao Ali Makwere, mwenyekiti wa kitaifa wa chama. Alafu tuko naye vile vile Senator wa Kitui. Maybe you can help me actually by raising your hand, who is always clad in Wiper colors. Senator Enoch Kiio wa Mbua. Alafu tuko naye mjumbe wa Mavoko, Mheshimiwa Patrick Makao. Tuko naye Secretary General wetu, tumebarikiwa sana kama chama. Aliyekuwa Secretary General wetu Senator ambaye ameenda Judici Jeni, sasa ni balozi Uholanzi, Holland, not on, in The Hague, say The Hague, ni balozi huko Uholanzi, na aliyekuwa deputy yake ambaye alichukua nafasi hiyo kama Secretary General wa Wiper, sasa amebarikiwa hata zaidi, akafanikiwa hata sana. He is now the Secretary General of the East African Community, Dr. Peter Motuku Maguki. Alafu tuko naye mkereketo wa ajabu wa chama, mtoto wa squatter, Mheshimiwa Kalembe Ndile, who was actually a candidate for the senatorial seat, but akamwondokea Mama Kavindu. You had Senator Junior on the floor of the House say those were not easy consultations because you are confronted with an immediate situation on which you are supposed to act, and we consulted fully. Kalembe was part of finding the solution. We are very grateful, more particularly the people of Machakos. Kuna mwingine nimesahau jamani? Mama Edith Nyenze, mjumbe wa Kitui Magharibi. Edith, thank you. I know that a lot of them may have wanted to be here actually, but we wanted to strictly observe the COVID rules. Basi, my view, like the gang on Citizen Television, my view is Serena grounds are wonderful historic grounds, and what God has enabled us to do today will live in the annals of the history of this country as truly momentous and historic. I recall in 2002 we walked out of Serena and walked to Uhuru Park, and then we were in contradistinction with our brothers here, the President and Gideon, and we walked there. So when people resolve to do certain serious matters, I think they come to Serena Hotel. And so we must continue to thank the management of this very good hotel for always bearing with the political leaders when they have to make important decisions and important announcements. Therefore, I'm fully in agreement and concurrence with the sentiments that have been expressed by my brothers here, that this new alliance, One Kenya Alliance, which I believe is truly a sacred union, is taking shape. Of course, we are cognizant of the fact that we have the NASA coalition, which is legally in existence and which our friends continue sometimes to misinterpret deliberately, as in the case of Senator Malala. Senator Malala has stood out as one of the most promising young Kenyan leaders. I saw him on the ground in Matungu, and fearless, stands strong and fearless. So why should anybody be punished for being straight, fearless? That is why Wiper Democratic Movement stands shoulder to shoulder with our friends in ANC. And I'm sure Ford Kenya also issues a statement, and our friends in Kanu. So, tuko tayari kabisa kuleta pumzi mpya. Wakenya wapumue hewa safi mpya, hewa ambayo haitakuwa na ukabila, hewa ambayo inajua kwamba sasa hivi ugonjwa wa COVID umetulemea sana. Nasikia katika BBC leo kwamba Africa, this third wave imepiga Afrika sana, lakini tujikinge na tuamini Mwenyezi Mungu na kufanya yale ambayo tunaweza kuyafanya. I was even going to ask my brothers as a way of demonstrating, if we are not seen to be jumping the queue, tuende zote tupatiwe hiyo vaccination. Tuonyeshe kuambia Kenyans it is right and proper to do so, that people should not be afraid. In fact, there's an international politics around this vaccination. Countries in Europe wanting to put import quotas. Naona wengine hapa anaanza kuangaliana. Sijui kama Gideon ako tayari. So this is it. Umoja I think Weta tayari amechapwa. I have to ask him whether he had serious fever after that. But this is a way we really have to realize the new reality, the new norm. But we are here to announce to Kenyans, we are determined, we are focused, and for the avoidance of doubt, this alliance will not field the candidates in the Garissa senatorial contest following the demise of our brother and senior leader, Senator Yusuf Haji. This alliance will not field a candidate in Juja. We will support the Jubilee candidate as well. And this alliance will now not field candidates in Bonchari. We will campaign for Jubilee. In fact, if they invite us, we might show them some of the tricks that we employed, and it will be well. It will be well. So this is exactly the way to go, and we thank you, members of the media. I want to thank and congratulate my brother, the spokesman of the Maa community.